What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima, come with music. I just got an article from Black Sports Online, shout out to them, that OnlyFans stars make 270 times more than your average worker and far more than doctors and lawyers. Can I get a dun 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 sound effect? And this is quite shocking because, last year during COVID-19, people were losing their jobs. I predicted this was going to happen. One of the things that we saw on YouTube was like a lot of content creators joined the YouTube community last year. And I don't know if it was because of COVID or just because people wanted to come on to YouTube, but we saw that. We saw podcasts almost more than, triple or quadruple around the country. But OnlyFans, which was a site that was known really for nudity, started burgeoning during that time. Okay. And women started to make a lot of money on COVID-19. Now, booty clapping sounds. There is a lot of booty clapping sounds going on COVID-19 on OnlyFans. Stop the show. I know because somebody told me that it was not that I've ever been on there.
Stop the cap.
But the UK company is making some women very successful. Now, one lady, Gym 101, makes $29.4 million per year.
Oh my God!
Caprice G92, the 10th most popular, racks in $4.3 million per year. Okay? Now, OnlyFans takes 20%. All right? So that's factored into what I'm telling you. So really she makes up a little bit more. All right? Now, some people, like doctors, all right, could make up to $100,000, $200,000 a year, depending on what you're doing, right? But check this out. Listen to this. It can be up to 270 times much, depending on what kind of doctor it is or a lawyer. That's how much these ladies are making, all right? And here's somewhat of a list of all of these are women, okay? So from $29.6 million a year to $7.7 million a year. That's up there with certain YouTubers. What I want to say is this. Who are the people making these ladies rich? I'll tell you, it's men. Okay? It's men. And I want to talk about the power that men have. And I want to take it back to you because George Macon always says women are what men give them, all right? And children, as far as building and community, stuff like that. But even as far as this, these ladies, and just like me on the YouTube side as a YouTuber, I am what the audience gives me. But these ladies who are pretty much selling their sexuality and their beauty, men are what's empowering them. Men are giving them this money, right? Without men, that wouldn't be there. I want to challenge men to understand who you are and what you represent to the opposite sex. And a lot of times it can be easily forgotten or taken for granted, the financial power that you guys have. But the financial power of men is often taken for granted in the media. I mean, if you think about, your Christmas time or Father's Day, stuff like that, the spending power for men is all often overlooked. But not OnlyFans. They were smart. They were like, look, we're going to take, find out what you guys want, and we're going to make something that you guys will pay for, which is booty, which is what we're seeing, and it's financially accurate. But the one thing that guys don't realize is how much money that they give the opposite sex. It's just for little things. If a lot of black men would take some of that money and put it towards, themselves and building their communities up for themselves, wow. I mean, we would we would have a lot more money in the black community. We would be able to solve some of these problems. And I know that there's some black guys supporting some of this stuff, right? And I just want to let guys to understand, we as black men, we have like a $400 or $500 billion spending power that none of us benefit from. I mean, like, that's even better than Nigeria as a GDP. It's bigger than Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, all together. Like, that's our spending power. It's equivalent to like the whole entire East Africa. We don't look at like, whoa, let's take some of this money and invest it into some of our guys, build our think tanks up, let's build our organizations up, let's pull our guys into something and pull our money to do some things that we can do to help our guys, instead of these goddamn models who they're going to take the money and not do anything with it in the first place. We don't think of those terms. We need to start thinking in those terms. It's really going to behoove us to do that, because then we can have something. You know, I know like Meek Mill the other day, he had faced some criticism maybe like a month or two ago, or recently, I don't know when. Like there were some kids trying to sell some waters out there. He gave them like $2 or $10, but he went to the strip club and dropped $50,000 in the strip club. Just tricking. That's kind of our mentality, where we won't spend money with each other, but we will spend money on tricking. I talked about that in Puff Daddy video, P. Diddy video. And we need to start to look at our money as, okay, what is it in our own African-American male community that we can empower, or what can we start in our community that pulls our guys into something? What is it that we can do? Like, once we start looking at it in those particular terms, we're going to be able to get somewhere faster, quicker, more efficiently, things like that. But when we can't do that, then this is what happens. The money that we have as a group of men, it goes to OnlyFans models, it goes to IG models, it goes to chicks down the street. And I know I'm driving the point home here repetitively or in a constitutive manner, but it's something that needs to be reiterated. There's a great iteration in the desire to keep talking about these things, because a lot of men are not building and investing in things that help us financially. We need an economic revolution amongst black men, that our money starts to do things for us. But we don't have that. We don't have the network, and then we can't depend and benefit off each other's talents. As black men, that's the number one thing I want to do. I want to be able to benefit off the talents of our brothers and sisters in the community. You can't do that if, as black men, you don't have any investment or any ties to that, and your money is going out to women all the time. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again for another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. Check out the first company in the top. Check out the Black Men Hurt t-shirts. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high.